is on life support in the hospital after drowning in a lake. The victim's family says that he was hanging out with friends when he was allegedly pushed into the lake by one of his friends and he drowned. KSLA's Jasmine Franklin sat down with the victim's family as they search for answers.
So it's taking a toll on all of us. Like, Chris is a beam of light for all of us. So it's just been devastating.
Shreveport native 26-year-old Christopher Gilbert is in the hospital on life support.
He's still in a very critical condition. He's still the sickest patient in their unit.
The Louisiana Tech University graduate was hanging out with co-workers at a lakefront restaurant in Farmerville when things took a turn for the worse.
It's just been a nightmare not knowing day to day what to expect, from his condition.
Back on April 14th, a never-ending nightmare began for the Gilbert family. While Chris was spending time with coworkers, he was allegedly pushed into the lake by someone he knew.
We want the person who has admitted to pushing Chris into the lake, we want her arrested.
The family's attorney says the group of Chris's friends initially reported to police he had fallen into the lake. During investigation, one of his friends admitted to pushing him into the water.
I was devastated. I was hopeless.
Christopher's family says he doesn't know how to swim, and during the incident, he was underwater for more than 10 minutes, leaving him with significant brain damage.
We've been asked by Mr. Gilbert and his family to come and investigate what exactly happened.
The family's attorneys held a news conference in Ruston Tuesday afternoon, demanding justice and answers.
We have not received the full participation of law enforcement and other investigators, but we will use every resource at our disposal.
More than 2 weeks have passed since the near-death experience, but tonight the aspiring doctor is still in critical condition.
Justice is accountability for who did this to my child, who's ever responsible for my child. And I mean, everybody that's responsible, I want accountability.
In Shreveport, Jasmine Franklin, KSLA News 12.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. But go ahead, Rodney, man. What's your take on this situation?
Man, shout out to Hassan Campbell. He used to say this a lot. Keep your friends closer, and your enemy closer. That's the thing people got to fail to realize. Just because somebody's working with you and they can say they quote unquote your friend doesn't mean they're your friend. Friends is someone that's gonna have your best interest at heart. Friends is the one that's gonna see you drown in the lake. Is gonna jump in the water and try to save you. None of them try to save that man. That's gonna try to show you the type of friend that he had. They didn't really respect him. They didn't really have love for him. And like Ken Dog said, I totally agree with him. It was foul play. They never liked the man. They probably was even jealous of the man because he was becoming a doctor. So you never know, like, the person you be right next to you, how they really truly feel about you until you come to a hard situation like that. And it's just a sad situation that, I always say we live in a generation where is everybody's cold. Not everybody. Some people are just straight up cold hearted. Like, you see a man drowning in the lake and you ain't trying to find no, like, even though let's say the people couldn't swim, they say that because especially in the black community, a lot of us don't want to take swimming classes. But let's say you can't swim, there's a branch somewhere, a tree branch, something you can find, throw it at the guy, say, hey, get on it, let's go. Like, but no one's try to help. This is crazy, bro. Go ahead, Akeem.
The young man, we're at a point where I don't know if you looked at his mother. His mother looked like she could be in her 40s, early 40s. And the young guy could be in his 20s. He could be my son. This is a trend. I read the article. It was a white female who pushed him in there. So he was with a group of white people. We know, let's be serious. We know.
In the South too.
In the South, in Louisiana, in Shreveport, which is one of the most racist. Louisiana itself is more racist places in They play like they like you. They are descendants of Arcadians from Canada. I'm being very specific here. I don't care who don't like it. If he was with a group of black people, he would have never died. If he was with a group of black people, he would have never died. I've been to pool parties. I've been there where they play around like that. It's usually somebody inside the lake or around there. When you see a person struggling, niggas always lifting them, get them up out of there. I believed in my mind he got pushed and they watched as he struggled. I just believe in my mind. This is allegedly. But how many trends are we going to see where we covered so many stories of black kids with these white folks and they're not coming home? I know a lot of y'all going to say, oh, but what about y'all black people who kill each other in the ghetto? Those are circumstantial evidence. Those are circumstantial situations. There's always some accident that happens when you are around some of these folks. Know who you dealing with. Know who you dealing with. Love yourself. And a whole generation just wiped. He said Snow Bunny wanted to see if it's true 90% of blacks can't quit. I believe that too.
No, but because you made a statement before Jordan go. You made a statement that it was all of them was white carnival. I disagree. I think it was some black people with it too. I don't think it was just all white.
No,
people.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Listen, bruh. What Ashton say? He say we watch our homeboy go to the deep end, almost drown. Our white friend ran in all the way in the third deep. And listen, Ashton, that might be your white
that
friend.
That was time to tell you. You can't say that they want. I disagree.
No.
I think it was a group of them.
He was in the water for 10 minutes.
Yes, but I'm saying you telling me come on. You think the guys is only hanging with white people? No, it probably was a group of them. Remember they said it was like co-workers.
No. Listen, I read the article. It was a white female that pushed him in, and mind you, and I bet you that white girl that did it, her family's in law enforcement or because they say law enforcement not being cooperative. I'm telling you, know who you dealing with.
Now that I do agree with. But out of the group, because I see it normally it'd be mixed group. Now I get what you're saying because when it comes to the dirty South, there is some racism going on there. I'm not disagreeing one bit.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you it was just not everybody white and one black guy. No, that don't make logical sense. It has to be a mixture of people there.
Listen. I've been in Louisiana. I've had an opportunity to visit there, eat some crawfish, and witness their interaction. It ain't no different than Mississippi and Alabama. Them white folks feel like they superior. I understand a lot of y'all got friends who are white or maybe family members. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm just saying know who you're dealing with. You're talking to somebody who has dealt with racism, who has dealt with white folks who think they're superior, and who has done conniving situation. I have cognizant dissonance. I'm telling you, I'm not here for the weak and harm. You know what I mean? Like if I open up a playbook, I'm like I am who I am from experience. These are my experiences. I'm not going to say about anybody, my anecdotal experience. I know who I'm dealing with. I know how they play. I know if you are one of them folks. I'm telling y'all, y'all might have kids who's going around here and who going to school with the white kids. You see what they did to the little black boy from the Caribbean? They scared him so much he had a heart attack in front of his house. They had a toy gun. He had sickle cell anemia. Listen, my brother. He said, yeah, I don't think it's a race thing. He just was surrounded around folks that respected his essence. It honestly feels like it was intentional and they meant to harm him. Yes, they meant to, but listen. I think, listen, brother. Why is not a race component? Because let me tell you something. Show me some video where blacks are pushing somebody in the video and see if it's not a second thing. I'm telling you, I've seen this. I've seen this play before. I understand that. Why did it take 10? His homeboys are supposed to be in there. So that's all I gotta say, because that could be my son. That could be my son.
They probably couldn't swim because, like I said in my opening statement, the black community, the people don't take swimming classes, or they're afraid to go swimming. You know what I'm saying? So you can't.
Yes.
Let's compare to the white counterparts. They teach
Yeah.
their kids from young, like 1 year old. They just throw them in, and I see it. They just throw them in the water, and they have their babies learning how to swim.
I understand.
We like to afraid of that.
Shout out to E Black. Hey.
All right, I'm gonna go. I agree with you 100%, and let me tell you why. This lake is about an hour and a half away from Shreveport, in Louisiana. There's 3 cities that black people live in: Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans. Now, this lake was in Farmersville, and it's out in the sticks. So that just tells you right there, no black people don't live out in the sticks like that, because it's in the South. It's deep in the roots in the South. So to me, and reading the article and where the lake is at, it had to be racial, because I'm sorry, if a white woman pushed you in the water, horse playing with you, and then you in the water for 10 minutes and nobody's trying to help you, they want to see you gone. Until somebody had to come in and really, really pull him out. And a white girl pushed him. So that suggests to me he was with a group around of people, and this happens too, especially in the South. You with some white people, right? You might be cool with, and you go on a trip, kind of like with the movie like Us, when not Us. What's the movie with when they I was saying damn movie. When that white chick take the black guy out.
Get Out.
Kind of like similar to Get Out. When you cool with a white chick, because it seems like you sit with a white chick and you take you out of the city that's hour or 2 hours away, and now you in the lake in Farmersville, which it sounds like it's all white, because it's really out there. It's hour and a half from Shreveport, which is the closest city, which is like a lot of black people out there. You push them into the water, and then you push them into the water, first playing around, then you look at them and walk around and everything, and they have to pull you out. And like I said, you are in the sticks. So yeah, this tells me, man, I think this really was race related. And like I said, to me, it was race related. And I feel like the guy, maybe he was too comfortable. And it happens sometimes. Sometimes black people get too comfortable with some people, white people, and they take you out, out from the city that's an hour, 2 hours away. They horseplay you and everything, and then they might leave you in the woods somewhere or leave you in the lake somewhere. It's stuff. I heard stuff happen in Michigan, some in the Midwest city. And like I said, and I can picture what happened to him and everything. Knowing, like I said, he must have felt his guard was down. I felt like his guard was down. Knowing that they can't, he had to tell, like I said, oh, want to go in the lake, but I can't swim. Once they figure like, okay, it's okay. We're gonna mess with you. Like, I can't swim, man. I can't swim. And once you push in the water, you panic, and then nobody's trying to help you out until the last minute a patient to pull you out. Luckily, he was still breathing a little bit, but now his organs is failing. Now his brain's dead and everything. So I just want to tell black people, if you in the South or sometime in the Midwest, black or white, and I'll tell my daughter this, when you in these situations, because they might be some situations happen in California. If you go out in the desert, because some of these cities out in the desert, the majority heavy white people live there. If somebody's going to take you out somewhere out of the city, especially if you're at least an hour and a half away or 2 hours away, make sure you have a close friend with you at always. Because some of these people, some of the situation right here, what happened? You take him out of your element, because it sounded like he was. I don't know. I didn't see the article what city he was, but But when you take somebody out of their element, which he was just really out of his element, he coming with people he really probably didn't really know. He probably didn't trust it, but he really know. And then all of a sudden, they put you in a situation where it's costing your life. Stuff can happen like that. It's really serious stuff can happen like that. So I just want to let all my black people know, when you see situations like this, they take you out of your element to the city you don't know where. If you here in California, they take you out in the desert or go up in the mountains, or you in Michigan, they take you up in the upper peninsula, so you go to a cabin somewhere like that, a cabin, or you go in the south, go down in the south, and they take you somewhere that's out of your element. To me, you gotta take somebody else with you, because if you trust some people and they take out of their element, and then they hee ha ha, and all of a sudden they leave you for dead. That's a lesson to be learned. That's a lesson to be learned. And because like I said, I heard stories like this before from from my uncles and my grandmothers and everything, my aunties and everything, about situations like this. And and situations happen to this day. No matter where you at in America. Please be careful. Please be careful. Make and like I said, and bring somebody, because I just don't like seeing stuff like this in element, because this could have been a situation. Oh, this guy was missing. Mother, I ain't hear from my son for 48 hours an hour. My son missing, I don't know where he at. Last time I heard him hanging out with some friends, I ain't hear from him since. It happens all the time.
I'd rather my kids catch a murder before they end up dead. I'll come see you in prison. Word to my mother. That's what I'm teaching them. I'm teaching them when you flight. They'll know how to swim, shoot, hunt, and I'm dropping them in the ghetto. Trust me on that. Listen. Trust me.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was saying we need to do better, but I'm just saying, I want to see y'all guys' opinion when y'all find out it was like another black person that was in the group. I want to see I wish they have the same sentiment y'all have right now.
And that's what I want to hear. And that's what I want to hear. It's just like I just hear stories like this before, when they take you out of your element.
Yeah.
Of a city that's a half hour away. I already know what's coming.
Bruh, I've been at a pool party where somebody mistakenly just slipped and fell, and 6 niggas done dive in to help. Yeah, you right. Attapatta coming out. 40s. I'd rather my jit catch a body before he get killed. That's what I'm gonna teach him. I'll come see you in prison and put my house on so we can get you that appeal. Fuck that. I'd rather you be judged by 12 than be carried by 6 around this shit. I'm on that too. That's why I know who I'm dealing with. I don't let niggas sit behind me. That's how Miami I am. I don't let niggas sit behind me in the car. Because that's how you get backdoored. My bad. Go ahead, fellas.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, just watch yourself, people. Just make sure when somebody's taking out of your element, and it's a city, and not even suburb, it's something rural. If you go to, like say Florida, if you go out somewhere in northern Florida, like Lake City or something like that, that's out of Gainesville or out of Jacksonville, something like that, or out of Tallahassee, that's like an hour and a half away. There's no black people out there. There's no black people out there. I'm just saying. That's all I gotta say. Any final thoughts for the next topic?
Mimi has something to say. I think she said, especially because we live in a cross lake in Singapore. Where is it? An hour away from the lake. Wherever it's crazy, we'll go across the lake every single day. That's what I'm saying. But yeah. But I'm saying, because remember, they live in lake, we live in beaches. So like, it's totally different. Different crowd, different experience. I was saying, I never been to a lake. I'm just being honest. I never been to a lake. I actually want to go and experience one. However, I would say just pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your friends. Like, I'm saying, even though someone could call your friend, they can still be jealous of you. They really can. They can do harm to you. They can say they love you. They can smile. They can smile in your face, and otherwise, You know, they trying to delete you. So you just gotta be careful. We live in a strange time where